Hey all, this is Dave, and today's big hairy idea is learning flexibility. So in Tom Brady's book, the TB12 method, he talks about how there's kind of the two anchors of exercise. There's working on cardio, working on your general energy, and then there's working on muscle. And in fact, recently was at the gym. I got my gym membership, and I've been working. I was going there every day, working on my cardio exercises. And I met with this personal trainer who's like, no. It's really important to be working on muscle as well. Muscle is really important as you grow older. It's important for balance and for avoiding injury. And it's interesting because what Brady pointed out was the exact opposite of what this guy's saying. He's saying, we're really good at having the cardio and the muscle, but we're missing the third pillar. And the third pillar is pliability, is flexibility, is having that ease in your body. Brady is well into his 40s and yet still playing football at an incredibly high level. Because he's got this incredible flexibility in his body, he feels like he doesn't have to go through the type of injury risk that football players normally go through because he's so well prepared for it. And if you remember back to my very first video I did on my birthday, when I made the declaration I was going to do 250 videos over the course of this year from my 45th to my 46th birthday, I also made another commitment, and that was to work on my own personal flexibility. And I've always been a pretty tight guy, don't really have a lot of movement. But I've started to realize, wow, that was just a really important thing for me to be getting, especially as I age. My wife sometimes says, or she's afraid of me becoming one of those, bent old men who kind of walk around with these sticks and who like can't straighten themselves. And so yesterday I had a meeting one-on-one with a yoga instructor and tried to talk about, okay, how can I be adding more flexibility in my body? Particularly my legs, which I think are the stiffest part of me, and then really everywhere. I add that type of flexibility. And to me, it's just very much parallel to, flexibility is one of these funny words where we use it to talk physically, but we also use it to talk about how we are in the world as a whole. How much flexibility do I really have? Or do I tend to just hold on to so much tension and say, no, things have to be my way? And so as I work on getting that physical flexibility, I'm also thinking about, well, what do I need to add in terms of the mental flexibility? And do the two really run in parallel? As I become more flexible in my outlook toward the world, is that actually going to have physical impacts in the way I hold my body, the way my muscles are, the amount of tension I'm hanging on to? So that's a question I want to leave you with. What are the areas in your life that you could really use more flexibility? Is it in your body? Is it in your attitudes towards the world? How can you become more flexible today? What is your action plan for gaining that flexibility?